Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to another Freelancer Couch Game Time. We're back on Danganronpa, playing with Beans, and just reminded of the scene here. We had some fuck shit happen last time.
You like the new pincushion?
Yeah, we've had this was a thing that happened. So our first deaths have happened. Junko is dead, and so is Sayaka. So that's a thing. Now, I believe... Now, is there anything we get out of talking to everybody here, or do we go ahead and just head out? We have to talk to everybody here before we head out, or do we need to, do we just head on out?
I think we just get more, I guess, world building.
And you decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? I almost did it. I almost did it. Alright, so
You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene?
Well, no. You can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
What? Fuck you!
So then...
Fine then. I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem.
You play your co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
I'm so sad.
Just a second.
Come on. Huh? Before we begin the investigation, there's something else we need to discuss. Oh yeah. What? Guess we need to address this, huh?
Makoto, I think she's gone.
You know, she really is dead. She was gone.
I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on.
Now you gotta get a little more energy in there.
Oh, hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means...
What?
That means everything that happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Welcome to reality, Asakura. Thank you for joining the rest of us.
Let me out of here!
Glad you've had this awakening so late in the game.
Well, Andrew, it's maybe it takes some time to set in, you know?
Look, reject reality, substitute your own. I don't care, but...
Look, it wasn't confirmed that she was dead until he took her pulse. Okay, she could have been revived. There was only 5 or 6 spikes sticking out of her chest.
Pretty sure it wasn't even that they were sticking out. I'm pretty sure she was thoroughly impaled.
Hell no. Oh, someone
sorry.
help me. No, you're good.
What's your problem?
You're just accepting that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty much where we're at on things. Going to find out who the killer is. Okay, we don't. We're all okay. So I guess now we head out of here. What else do I need to discuss? Do I need to talk with everybody here? Is that what it needs to happen?
Huh? Don't fuck with me.
No, everybody's just kind of like going off topic. What else do I need to... Is there something in the handbook? Maybe?
Try tab.
I want to say it's something in the handbook.
What about did we get about the file?
Where's the... Yeah, I forget how you access the file. Shit. Should be in the handbook we access the file, isn't it?
Regulations. No, it's just the rules.
Anyway.
No. What else is there? Am I missing something? Or am I well and truly missing something here? Do I...
Let's try talking to other people and see what they say.
I guess.
Of course.
This is crap.
Consciousness is cracked. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They.
Let me out of here!
Come on, man. Let me out of here. Come on. Someone let me out.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know who we're... I know what we're supposed to be getting here. Hmm?
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? Oh, we're supposed to talk to Celeste, I guess. Great that we're supposed to know that. Something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Sitting here looking at it, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I looking for?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto Storm. But she's right.
Then could it be?
And once everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. Did because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? You just tell us the truth.
Look, in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes ago. When suspicion fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Yes.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So...
well, I do really have to say... Do I really have to say anymore?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't. No.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. That Kyoko hurried out of the
Goodbye.
gym.
I'll be going too.
Just like that, Kyoko. Just like Kyoko, he was gone before we even realized
Yo.
it. Oh yeah? I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's
Hey,
right.
damn it!
Let me just say this right now. Whatever son of a bitch did this here right now... Whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that
You're
evidence,
fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We really don't have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
this is very
It
suspicious.
was you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto is guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well. We may at least check just to check.
That was a repetition of words there.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Oh, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet! You have to hear me out! It's pointless. Everyone had already left. Harding looks at me, had still been filled with suspicion. Everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka.
We all know it was Mondo. He just impaled her on that pompadour he's got.
Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. Victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. Body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. Evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. It's also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Alright, we got our bit here.
Oh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here.
Here it doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that at this point neither... Guess we'll go ahead and talk to Chihiro anyway. Are you going to help investigate, Chihiro?
But I can't leave Junko here. I feel so sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
Alright
I
then.
wish I asked Junko.
Alright. Inside a display case are trophies and other items. Okay, so nothing deeper with that. Next. Well, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Making progress without investigating there. I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Better examine the state of my room a little closer. Might reveal something. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. So I could see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little. The key on the ground. And my name on it says must be my room key. Remember correctly. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. Wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere. Someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. How did the killer... We got one of the bullet points there. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Every decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. Guess we'll investigate the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? Plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? Some scratches on the sheath. They must have been handled with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. Heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? And the sword itself. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? Plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. Actually, I hadn't looked at the blade itself till now. Shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. And the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Scratches and gouges on the walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. Killer could have destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? Could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
Dirty bastard! Anyone who raised their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught
You're
me.
fucking
So if I
dead.
ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead.
Man, he just walked that back real quick.
He really had to, like, roll that one back. Toolkit is still outside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
yo,
Self-defense.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, come on,
What?
though. We ain't exactly in the
What?
mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about
By
it
the
yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit's been added, so let's talk to Kyoko, I guess. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
Down on her knees, carefully inspecting every
Did
inch
you
of my
lose
room.
a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and
Listen.
said, "You a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Lying, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Reaction! Usual? What do you mean?
So,
I've searched your floor from one corner to another. I can't find one single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Guess now we check the room. Guess now we check the bathroom. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. The gamer made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She lost everything and made her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? Have to uncover the truth. Have to find out what happened. Wanted to give up. Wanted to collapse. That thought held me up and supported me. Alright, well. Told myself. I don't know if I suddenly couldn't face what I saw, but there's no time to think like that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. Must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there. Her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. Definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Because wrist has been added to the treat blood. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? That's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. Killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted a deadly blow. We passed Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Anything else we are in need of looking at for this? I don't think there is anything else here.
No, I think you're good. So where are we off to next?
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's almost like... I've never seen something written in blood before. Really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037? I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was seeing the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? Result? Well, think about it. You're not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. No idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message is, but honestly, I have no idea. I know who I should talk to when it comes to numbers. Who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? It's one thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice. Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. Do what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? Doorknob? What the heck? The phone is practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So-
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question
Just a
at me.
second.
Just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I had a sense that she was really starting to get into all
I
this.
see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I am so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Don't really understand any of this, but if I give my room a good once over, maybe I should look around somewhere else. Should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also should look into the DVD Sayaka got. Like it did, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is.
By the way, you son of... You're...
Okay, so there's no new dialogue for any of the... There's no new dialogue here. Alright, I guess we're headed out of the room.
So where do you want to go first?
Well, you got... Well, I figure there's two locations primarily we're looking... Well, I guess we also should go talking to, Hifumi. We're supposed to talk to the ultimate... We're supposed to talk to... Because we can
Very
talk to him and, talk to him and Leon since they're here.
Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
You really think I'm guilty? I guess we're
Yes.
gonna... I guess we'll talk to Leon since he's
Seems
here.
like...
Something doesn't seem right. Onakuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Nameplate? What? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched? All that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless? Why would anyone do that? Storm nameplates has been added to the truth bullet section of your notebook. Oh, hi, Byakuya. Didn't even see you there.
Strange.
Why would...
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you were the culprit?
No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. Didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face.
Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say?
Huh?
After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right?
The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? It should have been me that died?
Well, all I can say right now is that it's a possibility.
If that's really true, then
Wow, just
wow.
what a dick.
Fucking asshole. I guess we're gonna go head into the trash room, I guess, to check out in here. You know, you would expect somebody to be in here guarding.
Well, we got Hifumi, don't we?
There's a gate here, no way to get
Monokuma
past. Oh,
appears!
There you go.
there he
your
is. There he is.
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate
No,
open?
no, you can't go any further!
No, no, no. No entry is beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No, no, you can't go any further!
No, no, no. No entry beyond this point. Oh, it's just the same thing.
Who's on cleaning
no,
duty?
you can't go any further!
This This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't.
Cleaning duty.
That was great.
Okay, so I guess we gotta go ask who is on cleaning duty now.
Are we just gonna assume Hifumi?
I assume. I mean, he was the one who brought up. He was another one who brought up the trash room, so I guess we might as well ask him. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that was me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and I asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started.
Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Go.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can just throw our things out whenever we want?
It does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually.
Monokuma rule number 6.
so that's it.
6 rule of
That must be
Monokuma's
why.
training. 6 rule of Monokuma's training. Oh no. Oh no, the regulations are just Monokuma's are just the rules of Monokuma's training. Oh no.
Does that mean he has a pecking order?
Honestly, I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring.
Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that,
Hey, you bastard.
hey Patty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
Jesus, Leo. I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you
Is
did.
it, like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
No way to think about this in a common
What are you
sense
talking
kind
about?
of way.
All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending such a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that?
If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, that's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura could just accompany them for picking up trash, disposing of it. Why?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to be.
Me? Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What, so you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a
Shut the
village or
fuck
beat a
up.
boss.
Shut the fuck up, Hifumi.
Look, Andrew, you gotta do you gotta do the 15,000 side quests before you can do this. You can...
I have to spend an entire 4 hours to get him as a companion. I spent an entire
would-
4 hours playing through an entire planet's worth of fucking missions just to get him as the fucking companion.
Would you not want him as a companion?
Depending on the character, maybe. He'd probably be a really good cleric.
I feel like he'd be like a gag character,
Oh no, kid.
like one,
He'd be
like a super OP gag character.
Hmm. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Ooh, okay.
So easy. So Fumi and I headed to the trash room. Back here where we were. Back here where we are.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the outside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever. Please, just hurry up.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Fumi pulled out a key. Pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along.
No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You just wanted to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world.
Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. That seems inconspicuous. Shards of broken glass carried around in front of the incinerator. It's like some kind of glass ball. It's about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that?
You know what this is?
They say if you click all 7.
Shut up! Shut the actual hell up!
They say if you collect all 7,
You
A
can't say
dragon
it with
will
a straight
appear.
face!
a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. So we just got 6 more then?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Should also be at the gym. Better go find out for sure. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It's like a burnt piece of something?
A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love.
Not even justifying that. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth. A shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left. All that's left is some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. Isn't it enough by itself to figure out who the killer is? This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now?
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy?
No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. I've got one thing going for me, and it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet...
I mean, someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible?
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely unforgivable.
What does that all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
That's it. I'm sure
Everyone
of it.
already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
Sounds like he's living out of one of his comic book fantasies. Green button turns it on, yellow button turns off. It seems anyway.
I swear, I think Hifumi is going to be my favorite character by the end of this.
You think so?
Yes.
Wait,
That-
huge
that's not
trash
even-
can. But we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn. Oh, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues.
Oh,
Hey, we got a coin for that. Alright, well.
Mr. Naegi, you seem a little down.
Huh? Really?
If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
Come on, come
I've got
on.
all kinds of smut or stuff that might help cheer you up.
And
Okay,
just
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
never
yeah.
talking to me again.
No, you have to. He's officially my favorite character. Every piece of dialogue is magical.
Alright, so I guess the one other place I should be looking for is this one. Because I'm pretty sure this is where the knife comes from.
I mean, it's the only place with a knife, I think.
Tina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first for me, you know, I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Interesting. All kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Is it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Anybody else in here? Nope. I guess we talked to Hina about it. She was in here, so... Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. You're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. You should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Tina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Damn. Even Hina here doubting us.
Are people really this simple-minded? It was your room, so you must have done it.
I mean,
even though I didn't see you come get the knife, you still did it.
I mean, Hina is definitely... Poor Hina is definitely that simple-minded. Guess we check out the DVD. The DVD. We check the box.
Well, I thought we picked up her.
Yeah, I thought we
her
did
DVD
too.
because it was in her room.
We're supposed to do it afterwards. We're supposed to do it after we talk to Chihiro.
Either that, or maybe we just didn't pick it up. So we have to go back and click on it again.
Oh, yeah, I guess we would have to go to... Maybe we have to go into Sayaka's room and grab it from there. Because I think we noted it was there. I don't think we actually picked it up. I think you may be right. Yep, so we're gonna grab the D. Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Gonna need to borrow the DVD. Okay, so we did take it. Okay. Alright, onward.
Now we have it. Ooh.
Now we go watch it. Now we go watch the DVD, and then we talk to Yasuhiro and Chihiro in the gym. We have to talk to Chihiro about the numbers. We have to ask Chihiro about the numbers. The numbers.
The numbers, Chihiro.
What do they mean? I knew we were gonna make that joke. That joke had to happen. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in. Pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Sitting on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. Vision started to blur and darken, and then voice I come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and the next moment I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I had noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? It wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? The kind of person who wants the world to know ultimate despair. Did we talk to Taka?
I don't think we did.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it, so to show whose room it is,
You hear
right?
me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait No. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. You and I do jokes sometimes. Alright.
Forget Beam.
Yep, that was the thing that just happened there.
I mean, it's better than the anime.
Shut up.
Kamehame, forget about it.
Shut up.
To which Chris Sabat replies, you're over 9,000.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, come on, that's funny.
We'll talk to Chihiro. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Oh, what is it?
Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something?
Sorry, no.
Her slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Hey, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. You think she doesn't know? Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Now, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something?
No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here now. I've had enough. Gotta break free.
Hero, snap out of it!
Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What?
Hey, does this look familiar?
Ah! That's my crystal wall. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable.
You believe that nonsense?
So, how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me?
100%.
He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon.
Oh yeah, you got super duped.
He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Is that all seriously BS?
Let's push that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belongs to you.
Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it.
Left it in the laundry room? Means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure.
By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing?
Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to like $1 million.
$1 million?
That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gave you the power to control the world.
That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
Oop.
Uh-oh. Judgment time has come.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then,
Hooray.
allow me to appoint a
I'm
proper
actually surprised
location
you
for the
didn't try to do
proceedings.
some, like, soundboard thing for, like, confetti party noise bullshit. Actually, I have your soundboard muted, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, Andrew, I'm not going to interrupt Monokuma.
Fair enough.
He might make a
Please go
rule.
through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
On the plus side, you don't have to narrate all of those scenes.
But I want to.
I know you want to. Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. You and everybody else, Makoto.
I mean, you don't have to go.
He doesn't have to.
If you want everyone to
can.
die, then you can.
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you.
I bet you were being discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer?
Well, that's why we're here, Makoto.
The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Got it!
Relax. I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Let's get started. Okay, so this was all just everyone's last lines. Everyone's all last little one lines. Before we go into this, shall we go ahead and save?
I want to say yes, but I think you're gonna get a chance to save.
Will I get a chance to save before?
Go ahead and save just in case. Now let's go.
Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well, then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite
Makoto.
right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. And it needs someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. Raising my voice to try and give myself courage, turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart rate starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. Doors closed and the elevator started to move. Steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our sheer anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
Well, you finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yoo-hoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up.
He did what he said and found our seats. Seats were arranged in a giant circle and set up so that everyone could see everyone else. It also made it easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Man, it's wild how many people are here in this first circle, and then how many just pictures are going to be left. So the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Okay, so we do get a save beforehand.
That would suck if you didn't, because that would mean if you somehow
fuck
failed
up-
the trial,
if
you
I
would go
fuck-
all
if
the
I
way
fuck
back to before the investigation.
Well, no, we saved beforehand.
I know, but I'm saying if you didn't
I'd have to
If you
just
didn't
go
do
back
that,
through that whole cutscene again. It's fine.
can we see set skills? Do we have any?
I
Actually, I think we have
picked
two.
up one. Melodious voice is the only one we got. Because the
So we
other
gotta
ones
make
we have to wait
friends.
until, like, yeah, we gotta make friends with people.
Ew. Are you telling me I
See.
have to make friends?
Okay, so that's all of our stuff there. Finish prep. Let's do this. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
There's some twisted logic in there.
Friendship
Shut up,
penetrates?
Ifumi. Shut your word hole, please.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
A question that is important for later, everybody.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Well, it's just Monokuma planning for the future.
Hmm.
You know, I mean,
Okay,
We have to have
that
we have to
does it
have
for
our
the
transfer
preamble.
student.
Get ready to get started.
well, we gotta have something
First
besides
up is the
15.
case
Wouldn't be
summary. Now,
be
let
kind of
the
off center.
class trial
Hmm.
begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. I'd be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. First, a non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. I forget how this goes. Things progress during each class trial. You will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, left mouse button to fire. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the escape key during these arguments. You can review the controls. And good luck and have fun. And into the struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to
Okay,
resist.
so
It's yellow text.
the yellow text. I agree with statement. Some words appear in it. I've noticed that represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Weak spots feel important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Effective against these weak spots. Okay, so
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
objection.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
There definitely was.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, it was very clearly the knife.
I would say it's fair to assume that it was the knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
You know, that's... no.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You
Probably
could
like
sort
the
of see the weapon
only
sticking
part
out of
of
her
this.
stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's
Leon,
right.
shut up.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. 'Cause I know damn well I'm not the killer. Bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Is this where we start getting some of the more... You can concentrate by holding down the space key, where concentrating time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weaknesses. A train like this consumes focus gauge, and focus gauge empties, can't concentrate. Okay.
I think this is probably, not gonna lie, I think this is probably my favorite soundtrack in the game right here.
What, the Clash Trial soundtrack?
This one right here, yeah.
That specific one?
This specific
So I
one?
guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining.
Yeah, no.
No, that's wrong.
Honestly, going through this, I do actually very
Okay,
much
wait,
want to do the
hold
Phoenix
on.
Wright games
I
at some
didn't take
point
the
after
knife from the
this.
kitchen.
Once we finish the Danganronpa games, I do want to do the Phoenix Wright games playing through this. Because this got me reminded of why I liked the Phoenix Wright games and why I like this game, just because of, like, the dumb, like, objection moments.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're telling me the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, Do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall.
Thanks for clearing
and
up
I
one
didn't
piece
take
of
the
that
knife.
information.
So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seemed the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Otherwise, Makoto would have gotten in trouble for being in Sayaka's room.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Unwholesome?
Taka, I need you to rephrase your statement here real fast.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Damn. Damn, Taka, I didn't know you were like that.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility
Taka,
is there?
on PC. Unforgivable.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
He's not here. You talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? So the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
Yuck,
No,
is such a
you're
dick.
wrong!
He's such a dick. Him and Leon both, man.
You may not have taken the knife, but you still could have done it.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They convict me, everyone's
Hold
gonna
on.
die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
You know, I think this is the reason I like Kyoko the most, because no matter what situation you're in, anytime blame fell to you, she's always the one backing you.
Andrew, it's because the rest of these characters have like 2 brain cells,
I
at
mean,
least this
it's
first
fucking
trial.
True. It's fucking true.
Because you see,
Sakura is
if the
about
room
the
did belong to the killer,
Sakura
then they
and
did
Byakuya
something
are about
most
the only other
bewildering.
ones with like more than 3 working brain cells.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Do you?
Hangman's Gambit. I forget how these work. Things advance further in the class trial. The Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. One of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Oh, that's right, it's this nonsense. I remember this bullshit. Should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit.
Hair?
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer showed getting into the bathroom and the evidence that proves it is...
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I said it was a bewildering act. Didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? Bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Sure. Get through as much of this fucking tutorial shit as we need. Now, the number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one liar contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily flaws. You're truthful on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun! Argument. Yeah, I'm waiting for the point where we actually have more bullets in the
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Damn it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
I'm literally like a second behind on that.
Andrew, they gave you an option to slow down the text.
I'm trying to save it,
Admit it.
damn it.
We already know the answer.
Out here with that stormtrooper aim.
I mean, I am a Star Wars fan. And I just in my first full finished playthrough of
The incident
Empire
took
War
place
was
in
my
Makoto's room. Sayaka
was
was first
the
attacked
Zinj
in the main
playthrough.
room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
But it's not that one.
Shoot!
That is
incident took place in
that's the
Makoto's
third
room.
one. This is the last one.
Sayaka was first attacked in the
I
main
know
room.
if it was gonna be that one or if it was the last
She
one.
then fled into the bathroom.
See if this was Ace Attorney, you just basically
Then the
press
killer
every
ran
statement
after
they
her.
give you.
I mean, that's
they got
basically
into
how
the
you play
bathroom.
Ace Attorney anyway.
At that
Let's
point,
be
the killer
real.
had to try and bust down the door.
But what
Because
door did they
Sayaka
try to
had
bust
locked
down?
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Mm-hmm.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly. What I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just
actual
dropped the
good
key
question.
somewhere and the
Ah,
culprit
yes.
picked it up.
We're
That's
glad that
possible, right?
Hina's working with more than 3 brain cells today. Good job, Hina. We're proud of you.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
The
They
easy
could
way?
have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Uh-huh.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I have the answer.
Just show him the attorney's badge.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
No, Sayaka wrote it?
Why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation,
Andrew, he's got a point.
Could resist.
Anybody with a anybody with at least a mild measure of baseness could outwit that ploy.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any
We like this
effect on
specimen
me.
here.
This man
Sorry.
got jokes. He got jokes. He got jokes,
You're not-
people.
You're not jumping
But
this
can we
man.
be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Ah, another non-stop debate.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Not that one.
Shoot! Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
We'll see.
correct?
We'll see if it's whatever one comes after, then I'll try the first one. This game I've always learned, don't ever fucking try the first one when it pops up. Always at least try the second.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
One person who switched them.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Indeed.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Do we note how fucking nervous Leon looks there?
Yes,
I mean,
I think you're right.
I mean, one of your friends murdered someone else, and I mean, it could be any of the people standing in front of you.
Fight, right?
I'd be nervous too.
Me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that...
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Happened in my room. What led to Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. Okay, more tutorial. Let's get through this. Getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Good. Now we get the actual challenge factor. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into cylinder. For our purpose this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
First, and the knife came afterwards. Is that really your events? Unexplainable details.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I missed something on that one.
When the fighting broke out,
Missing
the
something
culprit
here.
grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No,
The sheath and the teeth there. Okay.
Well, again, because remember,
Yeah, the sheath.
was
The sheath had scratches on it. That's right.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
no, but remember,
Yeah.
she invited the person over, so it wasn't a sneak attack.
Yeah, it wasn't a sneak attack.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere, then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Damn it, woman! Get your insecurities out of your own ass!
No, it's because I think you're
That's
stupid.
not it at all.
I mean, that's part of it.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh,
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Gross.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like
Look,
a
you,
big fat
look,
ugly
you've discussed it, Hifumi. I think
I'm
you've
not sure
crossed the
whether to
line.
take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it!
You heard the man.
Wouldn't
Bear.
it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Indeed. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Well, we're about to find out if that's true or not, I guess.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Indeed.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
God, it's gonna be fun
There
when we
still might
trade
be
the
one clue
no,
left.
that's wrong for
Sayaka's dying
objection.
message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote
The dying
something
message,
on the wall
Leon, didn't you
behind
hear
her,
me?
Remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Okay, thank you for pointing that out now.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an
And if we didn't have Kyoko here, we would
might have
just all
finally
be
just
dead
said
by this
something
point.
worth it.
Single
Shit.
person here would be fucked.
She must have back problems from carrying the entire
Myself,
team.
I'm really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
My
No.
brain
Rotate
hurts.
the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it. I think I maybe I see
Oh my
something.
god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Shows the real killer's name. When we flip those numbers or letters upside down,
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No.
Come on,
it's not
dude.
random at all.
brother, that is the worst argument ever.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Kill him, Makoto.
Kill this man's. Kill this man's and his balls.
Send him to the Shadow Realm.
You
Send
mean
this man to
the
the Shadow
burnt shirt
Realm.
piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
What remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Think about what we need to pay attention to in order to how.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer
was
had to be
Hifumi
whoever
all
was in
along.
charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. It's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to...
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
You fool.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Yep. Yes, perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key.
And his name is
So
Leon.
the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me!
No,
What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Every case is one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of evidence for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic book, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Why don't you go ahead and do the ones that you know where they go?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Because like the crystal ball and everything you already know happened towards the end.
Yeah. So, one more missing at this one. I don't know if there's another one that fits for that, for this one here.
It's Andrew.
What?
I think it's that one.
Which one? This
Go
one?
back to her writing the note, her writing on the wall. Cause see she's not dead yet.
Oh, right. So that one and that. And the message there.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
So that one's wrong.
The killer is you!
Okay, so...
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
A death note, if you will.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
Objection!
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We just told you the evidence.
I literally walked you through step by
literally
step.
gave you an entire manga panel worth of freaking... I gave you like 6 manga panels worth of evidence, but what do you want?
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well, just like the people on Twitter, unfortunately, this is reality.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? First bullet time battle. Oh, these I definitely want to remember, because I've completely forgotten how these work. Oh, that's right, these are the fucking rhythm game ones.
Yeah, you can't say this game doesn't have variety.
Fair. They do offer a fair bit of options for you to do in this. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. I like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB by PTW. During the PTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen or reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. For this statement, you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down in situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truthful, like any other statement. Repeat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use to break apart
I
the
refuse to
doorknob?
acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Fucking playground brat.
I mean, Andrew. He's about to be executed. I think I don't know what else he's supposed to do. To be fair,
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Go down with some dignity.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie.
You can't tell I'm
Where's your
not the
proof?
greatest at rhythm games.
This should prove it.
We've successfully shot through all his arguments.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Literally shot through all of his arguments.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid,
Quiet.
stupid, 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 stupid!
Silence. The grown-ups are talking.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Kodo, you can't just ask a guy
And
to
if you
show
say you
to
used it
show
for
you
something
his
else,
toolkit.
you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
He's broken.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh yeah, no, he's like clean broke.
I was really waiting for him to say stupid again.
Hey, we actually got an
Hey.
A. Not an S, but we did get an A.
Hey,
And we got some medals.
thank you, Leon. Your sacrifices give me mono coins.
Do a class trial without using your concentrate. Oh hey, I have just realized I never got that achievement yet. We did this on the hardest difficulty too. I got the achievement for clearing this without using concentration meter.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Hey.
Congratulations, you are the unlucky SOB.
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
none of you are any different.
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like
I
this.
was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
Come on! You expect me to just accept my death? And things become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her in the video and it actually had something to do with me, can't even imagine.
Why?
One thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams, her friends. I have to see something like that to them. And Sayaka did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, what she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Not untrue. It is not untrue at all. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. Angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
You really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done. You need to let it go for now. Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
No choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, it's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh? Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't see Leon is solely to blame. Or I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him.
What?
Well, the one for you. This never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We shouldn't be We should be fighting the one against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice.
Also true.
After all, it's people that with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world.
Not entirely true, but there is some merit in those words.
Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
I mean, if we're going to war if we have to start a war and it's against him, yes. Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
thrills, chills, kills!
let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come
No
on
more begging,
now.
no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Well, Andrew, you heard the man.
Yep.
There.
Man, bear, machine.
I simply can't bear the suspense anymore.
$1,000 blows. I mean, imagine being killed by the one thing you hate the most. Eh.
What balls?
I mean, baseball specifically, but
I mean, imagine seeing this and being like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should take a shot at it. Because, I mean, we still have a lot more game to go through.
yeah, because this is only chapter 1. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, we can't call it that. What else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What? What? What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are we doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
Why are you so putting a upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Well, you are by no means on the upstanding citizen board, Hifumi. I hate to tell you that one.
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make some sense of something that doesn't make any sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decides you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this same place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here?
Forever?
Forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. About Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
Because, like you, I'm the only one here with more than 3 brain cells. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool. Becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her
However...
now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
And that's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct. Without
someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I'd never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
Way to bring it around full circle.
That's chapter 1. 15 now becomes 12. To be continued. You receive the Despair Bat present. Boy, I sure fucking wonder who that's supposed to go to. Alright, so before we go any further than this, I think that's where we call it, because we have been like because this took way longer to get through because of the trial and the search. The trials took way longer than I expected.
I thought there was a way to kind of fast forward through dialogue.
Yeah, you can do that, but I don't want to be doing that for the people who are watching. I want to cut through that for the people so that they aren't able to hear or see all of it properly. Because that stuff flies by fast. That was the other reason why that was the other reason why I was avoiding using the concentration meter as much. But, oof. I think that's where we're going to end it off. So we pick up next time with chapter 2. With even more shenanigans as we perilously trek through the upcoming road of despair. How are we feeling after this one? Because we've been shaved off another character after this.
I actually feel pretty fine. Because I only care about Hifumi at this point.
Honest, and I mean, considering I was doing Leon, I'm glad to have one less off my back anyway.
The worst part is, care for Leon.
I mean, nobody cares about Leon. Tell us in the comment section if you actually are one of those individuals.
He's just
we'll absolutely figure it out. We'll absolutely figure out a way to either adjust to this newfound reality, or completely ignore you entirely.
Well, because he's just a prick, but he's not like a Byakuya level.
Yeah, Byakuya is like Kaiba in terms of being a douche.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, that is pretty much how Byakuya is. He's just like an even worse version of Kaiba.
He's like Kaiba without the holograms and dual monsters.
But with all the money. Screw the rules, I have money. Oh my god. But we're going to pick it up next time. And we will see you all technically on the Thursday after this recording is done. Technically we'll see you we'll see you next time. But we're gonna be doing we'll see you next time on this one, because these are recorded well in advance, so I can't really make remarks about stuff coming up. But go and check out a lot of the other content in all the previous episodes, because we're gonna be doing the Danganronpa series with me and Beans, and then I've got a Kingdom Hearts series with my buddy Damien, and with me and Jake just started Force Unleashed together, which we're gonna be doing every other Saturday. So be sure you check those out, and also be sure you check out the podcast stuff and other videos, like my Warhammer stuff and my Empire at War videos. Till then, this has been the Freelancer, signing off until next time. Goodbye, everyone.